So we went racing Spec Miata. It's our race recap from Carolina Motorsports Park, NASA Southeast. We're coming to the green, and as soon as it waves, I'm going to make this move to the inside, right? Let's get things going here right away. Just like that. You see me juke to the inside. You can see that red and black car on the outside. He's going to go out real wide. You cannot go through turn 1, 3 wide. It doesn't work. Look, he's off in the dirt. All right, so now back to the gas. We're coming up to turn 3. Barack is behind me. My buddy Don is up in front. That white car that you see there, kind of off to the right-hand side, that's Brandon. Those guys will come into play here in just a moment. You'll see why. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Brandon had gotten around Jan. Woo! Now, he had a good start right there. And we're coming out of the carousel, wide open throttle. I gotta be honest with you, I've been fighting a misfire in my engine. It's not consistent, and honestly, it's been driving me insane because I've thrown all kinds of stuff at it, and I haven't been able to make it go away. It's not consistent, so I haven't been able to quite put my finger on it. That is also going to haunt me later in this video. But in the meantime, now we're heading down the backstretch here, opening lap. The tires are just coming up the temperature. We're starting to get our good grip. We're coming up to the kink. This is a turn, I guess technically it's turn 10, but it's not really a turn in a Spec Miata. It's wide open. Speaking of which, hello, Don. Hello, Brandon. Look at that. They left me a door, and I just shoved my nose into it. I got 2 for the price of 1. Thanks, fellas. Much appreciated. I love it when that happens. It's not going to last for long. But man, it was a really good moment of brilliance, right? Here we are a couple of laps later. Here we are coming up onto the front stretch, and you can watch my tachometer. Here come the misfires. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm losing. See me nodding my head. I'm losing power here. Brandon's coming by. Here comes Don. He's on the outside. There's nothing I can do at this point, so you just got to play nice. Take it like a man, right? Stay to the inside a little bit there. I know Don's coming through. All right, squeeze back on the power, and I'll live to fight another day. Okay, so now I've got a good battle going later in the race. If you take a look in the rear view camera up there, here comes that gray car right at the kink. He makes the nice pass. That is Josh Caniglia in that car. And Capers is in the black NA. That's the pop-up headlight car here on the outside. He's trying to make it stick. I'm going to keep fighting him, though. Even though I'm losing some power, I'm going to see what I can do here. Now, on the outside here, I'm able to take this inside line, do the old over-under, and kind of duck right in. I've got the preferred line. I can be defensive coming down to turn 14, but there goes that misfire. You can see the tack jumping all over the place, unfortunately. I'm going to have to get that looked at, right? But again, I mean, I'm still fighting him, but I just don't have the power. I'm losing some power on this one. It's starting to drive away from me. Now, we're not going to give up, though, right? You're in a race. That's the whole point here. So here we are coming down to turn number 1. I'm going to go in deep. I'm going to rotate the car, get back to the gas, and, do all my race car driver tricks that I know, and do my best to stay real close. What we're going to see here is that the 3 of us are going to have a fantastic battle from right now until the end of this race. So here we are. I'm closing in the gap a little bit here on Capers. Again, you see Josh is up in front of him. We're going through the kink. And now here we are coming down to the tightest corner. This is often it's a second gear corner. I try not to do that, but here, watch this. I'm going to peek to the outside. So what's he going to do? Capers going to try to jump in a little bit, block me, but that leaves the door open again. I cut to the inside. Thanks very much. Can I make it stick this time? Let's see if we figure something out with the motor. It's hanging on. It's doing okay. I can make it to 4th gear. Got it. I know he's still right there. He's still right there on the outside. He's still there. He goes. You can see him in the rear view now. All right, back onto the front stretch. Now, we're going to work together. It gives me a little bump draft. Yeah, come on. Let's work together. We can run down Josh in the gray car because he's walking away from us right now. The 2 cars together are going to work better than just one, right? It's just like in that Days of Thunder scene where he's talking about drafting the whole deal. As ridiculous as the movie is, that stuff's legit. All right, so here we are coming down to about the last lap and a half. You can see, even with my injured car, closing in here on Josh, looking for the bump draft from Capers. Looks pretty good coming down to the hairpin. and I can really close it up right now. So now I'm rotating it in, right up on him, don't want to hit him, but you can see me fighting the wheel there. And now look in the rear view camera. Do you see that orange car behind Capers? Now that is not a Spec Miata. It is an NC generation Miata. It's actually an MX-5 Cup car. Yes, it's still a Miata, okay, but it's a lot faster than what we are. Here he comes. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of frustrated when we've got a 3-car battle here. He is not in our fight. And what's he doing? He's splitting us. It's driving me crazy, you know? I gotta admit, that's one of the rules, man. Don't race when you're out of class. You can see he's gonna drive right around us anyway. So, anyhow, even though it hosed me there at turn 14, here, watch this. Coming down to turn 1, I was gonna hold Josh. That's kind of, you know, it kind of works in my favor. By the way, we just passed the flag stand. That's a white flag. This is the last lap, so we're going to ride this one out and see what happens to the finish line. Orange car's looking to the inside, coming down to turn 4. He's got it. But checks up. Josh has got to check up a little bit. It allows me to close the gap on him. Now, I got to give Josh credit, too. He's hustling his car. That's got a brand new engine in it, but it was not running correctly. They were fighting that thing most of the weekend as well, trying to get it right. So, again, coming down to turn 8, we're about halfway through the lap. White flag coming to the checkers here. I'm trying my best to stay right there with Josh. Capers is coming behind me. I'm down on power. You can see this coming, right? We're coming to the hairpin, which is a perfect passing zone. And I know he's going to make a move. Look, you can see him. He's ducking to the outside. I got to be defensive. Got to go all the way down to second gear this time. Again, fighting the wheel car's a little bit loose coming out of there. Here we are coming down to turn 12. Watch me screw this up. Did you hear the tires? I locked the right front up. I slid wide, and guess what? Capers got to do the exact same thing to me that I did to him twice earlier in the race. It's like, son of a gun, man. And I'm so frustrated because now I don't have the power to fight back here. This is turn 14, last corner, coming to the checkers. That's all I got. What are you going to do, right? Yeah, you can even see the frustration there, but you know, at the end of the day, it was a good battle. We had a lot of laughs. You know, we had a couple of beverages later that night, and we, you know, patted each other on the back, and it was a good time. And that is why we race cars for fun.